What's up, guys? Today on People Now.
Mila and Ashton have named their bouncing baby boy.
A bittersweet moment for the Obamas at the Kennedy Center last night.
The idea of loss and how do we recover from loss.
Will Smith opens up about the loss of his father. Madonna's daughter gets the gold.
And Ireland Baldwin goes topless to pay tribute to the material girl. Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Here we go. Another week. It's so good to see you. A lot to get to today. Here's what you need to know and what's trending today.
This is part of how we've tried to honor the legacy of President and Mrs. Kennedy. They understood just how vital art is to our democracy, that we need song and cinema and paintings and performance to help us challenge our assumptions, to question the way things are, and maybe inspire us to think about how things might be.
That's President Obama making a poignant yet bittersweet speech for the 39th Annual Kennedy Center Honors Sunday night, which marks the final time he and Michelle Obama will attend as President and First Lady, a tradition the couple has upheld annually throughout his 8 years in office. The annual awards honors performers who have influenced American culture through the arts, and comedian and late-night host Stephen Colbert hosted the night, and of course brought some laughs when welcoming one of the honorees of the night, the Eagles. Watch this.
Next, we have the legendary rock group that sold more than 120 million albums worldwide, won 6 Grammys, and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in the first year of eligibility. And for many of us here tonight, was the music playing the first time we made out in the back of a Toyota Tercel.
Of course, it was bittersweet for the Eagles because they accepted the award after band co-founder Glenn Frey passed earlier this year. But on top of the rock band, the other Kennedy Center honorees included actor Al Pacino, singer-songwriter James Taylor, gospel and blues singer Mavis Staples, and pianist Martha Argerich. As the tradition goes, the honorees were kept in the dark about which A-listers would be there to salute them until the night of the gala. And what a nice surprise, Aretha Franklin, Kevin Spacey, Sean Penn, and Ringo Starr were just a handful of the stars who paid tribute to the honorees. Quite a night, and you can watch the actual show on December 27th on CBS. Moving on to this, the new film Collateral Beauty tells the story of a successful ad exec who suffers a terrible tragedy after the death of his 6-year-old daughter. Will Smith, who leads the film's A-list cast, lost his own father nearly a month ago, making the release of this movie extremely timely. I recently had the chance to sit down with some of the cast, including Will, who opened up about personal loss, love, and the collateral beauty within his own life. Check this out.
How is the content here and sort of the idea of personal loss, how's that helping you cope with things that are going on in your life? Maybe even talking through it today.
Yeah. You know, it is. This has been one of the greatest confluences of life and art that I've ever experienced. You know, with some of the issues that the character was dealing with were so profoundly perfectly timed for what I was experiencing in my life. It was just a fantastic opportunity to grow as an actor while I was growing as a man. And the idea of loss and how do we recover from loss, and the use of collateral beauty, the use of the beautiful things that grow from pain. That are always right there. They're inexorably bound to pain, you know? So there's always, I guess that like the yin and the yang.
Sure,
it's
right.
that whatever dark, there's always that light spot.
Are you already seeing any collateral beauty in your life now? Are there things you can point to that are those little pinholes, you know?
I think more than ever, I see, and intellectually I've accepted, it's still difficult emotionally, I understand that suffering is how we grow, right? Even in my life with Jada, like I'm a hopeless romantic, but romance is not love. Like that's not what love is. That fluffy, fancy, pretty stuff is actually anti-love. It keeps you away from the love that you want. Love is really born of surviving with somebody.
Great stuff there. Will also opening up about how Hollywood has changed since last year's Oscars So White controversy. Many A-list actors, including the Fresh Prince himself, boycotted the ceremony due to its lack of diversity. So with award season swiftly approaching, I wanted to ask Will if he thinks things have progressed. Take a look.
I think the Academy responded beautifully. They had a 10% increase in membership. That's unprecedented in the history of the Academy. I think the issue is plainly and boldly been delivered to Hollywood and to the world, and I have complete faith and confidence that my artistic community will continue to respond in a way that is inclusive and honoring all.
Great thing about Will Smith, he's just very upfront about the way he feels.
Yes.
Whether it's the Oscar stuff, whether it's a personal loss, a lot more fun stuff coming up with him.
He seemed very, very nice.
Well.
He said he made you feel...
He made me feel like $1 million, and I know he does that to everyone.
No, maybe not, though.
No, just me.
Just you.
He was great. Baby news.
Yes. So Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are revealing details about their newborn child, including their baby boy's name. The couple revealed it on Ashton's website, A+. Dimitri Portwood Kutcher was born at 1:21 a.m. on Wednesday, November 30th, weighing 8 pounds and 15 ounces. Dimitri's middle name appears to honor Kutcher's stepfather, Mark Portwood. Well, in a phone call with A+, Kutcher revealed that he and his wife Mila don't plan on sharing images of their son anytime soon, saying, "We'd like to allow our kids to make their own choices on whether to have a life in the public eye or not. We don't want to make the choice for them." Well, Kutcher and Kunis also have a 2-year-old daughter named Wyatt Isabel. Congratulations to the growing family. All right, moving on to this. So Madonna has had many albums that have gone gold over the years, but it turns out she's not the only one going for gold in the family. Her 10-year-old daughter, Mercy James, took home 4 medals at a gymnastics competition. The singer and proud mom posted this pic on Instagram, showing her support for Mercy, captioning the photo, "Mercy James takes home 4 medals." Madonna found Mercy at Kananani Children's Village when she first visited Malawi in October of 2006. Mercy was placed in the village following the death of her teenage mother. That was the same time Madonna also found her son David at a different orphanage. Well, congrats to Mercy James. All right, in addition to taking over a big role in Broadway's musical Hamilton, Jordan Fisher can also be heard singing the super catchy song You're Welcome with Hamilton creator Lin-Manuel Miranda on the soundtrack of Disney's Moana. So when I just sat down with Jordan, I asked him about how he learned Lin-Manuel wanted him to record the song. It's pretty amazing. Watch.
My favorite place in the world is Hawaii. I'm a mixture of a bunch of things, but part of my blood is Tahitian, and there's this, I guess commonality in the Pacific Islands where if you have part of that blood, like your spirit kind of somewhat belongs there, and so I was actually in Hawaii when I found out. I was with my family.
Oh wow!
I got a call
Yeah.
from Tom McDougall, who is the music supervisor for Disney Animation, and then Lynn chimed in and FaceTimed in and was like, "Hey, I want you to, I want you to sing the song in Moana." And I was like, "Are you here right now? Like, what is this?" And he's like, on one, what's the word I'm looking for? On one condition.
Oh.
Woo!
One condition.
8 shows a week, people. On one condition that there's a featured rap verse by yours truly, and that's when I dropped my phone.
Yeah.
So going into it, I was stoked to be able to be a part of it at all. It didn't matter what the song was or how he wanted me to be a part of it. I just was so grateful.
Oh my god. I can't even embarrassed to even try.
yeah.
Wait, do it again.
Yeah, it's close. So that would be like the kick drum. Yeah, try this. Okay, try this, Joe. Keep that going.
All right, beatboxing saying maybe not in my wheelhouse, I don't know. Well, guys, Justin Guarini shot to fame as the runner-up on season 1 of American Idol, but now he's starring in his 6th Broadway show, the super fun a cappella musical In Transit, and it's our Toyota People pick of the day. Well, when Justin stopped by the People Now studios, he revealed to me just how much this show means to him. Watch.
It's my 6th Broadway show, and nothing has ever been like this for me. I mean, it is literally you. From the minute you start singing the first note, you are going, working, changing clothes. Some of our actors have to change clothes while singing and delicately do, because there's no orchestra. It's just us. So it's awesome, but it is certainly a challenge.
Like you said, 6th Broadway show, you play Trent. So a gay man, he's out to everybody except his mother.
Yeah.
That's tricky.
Yeah.
How is this role, how is it different? How does it compare to other roles that you've had before?
This is really special to me because it's 2016 and people are still dealing with what my character deals with. He's an out man about to marry his partner, and yet he comes from this ultra-conservative family, religious family, and he's got to somehow bridge the gap between who he is, this wonderful, talented gay man who's about to marry and you know, follow his heart and marry the love of his life, with his family, being true to his roots. And people have written to me and said, you know what, it was so amazing to see my story being told on stage, and to be able to do that and to be part of that is a real honor every night.
And guys, stay with us. We've got more with Rogue One star Diego Luna. Plus, what do you think of Amy Schumer playing Barbie in a live-action comedy? Well, we are going to show you some comparisons in just a sec. Don't go anywhere.
This is Jennifer Aniston, who told people her beauty secret. It's called water. This is Julia Roberts, who confessed her $1 million beauty treatment. It's called sleep. This is Courtney, who escapes to the spa. And Michelle, who swears by good lighting. And this is Beyonce, who woke up like this. These are people's insider trading tips to beauty from the world's most beautiful people. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
So Rogue One has received a lot of praise for its diverse cast. So do you think that this could pave the way for more diversity shown in these blockbuster films?
The films are changing because the audience is changing, and the audience wants to feel represented, you know. Today you go to the cinema, and if you're not looking at the screen and you turn, you see that diversity there, you know, and that has to be portrayed in the frame. So I think it's a great move from the previous Star Wars to this, you know. It's a much more modern approach, you know. It's not just the diversity, the different kind of accents, the role of the woman in this film. I think it's a film that talks more about the reality we live in, the world we live in, you know. And it's kind of nice to see all the films of Star Wars, because it's like a stamp of how time has been passing and how things have been changing.
It's that time again. The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Treks. Well, Ireland Baldwin bears it all in Love magazine's new advent calendar for 2016. The 21-year-old daughter of Alec Baldwin and ex-wife Kim Basinger can be seen frolicking around on a black and white beach before going completely topless in the ocean. No big deal, right? The sexy clip pays tribute to Madonna's 1989 music video Cherish. And so far, Ireland marks the 4th celeb to appear in the 2016 calendar, with Kendall Jenner's racy video popping up this morning. The calendar dropped December 1st on Love magazine's Instagram account. And previous stars include models Bella Hadid and Irina Shayk, as well as pop star Rita Ora. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that Insta to see what other videos and celebs may pop up next. All right, moving on to some wedding news. Stephen Yeun, aka our beloved Glenn from The Walking Dead, tied the knot with longtime girlfriend Joanna Pack on Saturday, December 3rd. The intimate ceremony took place at the Paramore Estate in Los Angeles, with multiple attendees sharing their excitement on Instagram. Yeun's sister-in-law captioned this photo on the site saying, "Getting to celebrate the love between these two last night along with all their friends and family was so beautiful and special. This whole week has been an awesome family-filled fun time and it's been so great. We've also gained a brother-in-law from it. Hashtag love you guys, hashtag pack pack." And although Steven hasn't posted any wedding pictures yet, some of his former Walking Dead co-stars also celebrated the occasion, including Andrew Lincoln and Sarah Wayne Callies. Callies posted this pre-ceremony pic with Andrew's wife Gail with the caption, "Wedding ready." Looks like everybody had a blast. Congratulations to Steven and Joanna. All right, guys, remember how we all loved playing with Barbies growing up? Well, it looks like Amy Schumer will be playing one for real in Sony's new live-action Barbie film. Yes, there have been reports that the comedian will join forces with her sister Kim to rewrite a script that puts a contemporary twist on beauty, feminism, and identity. The Barbie doll, launched in 1959, is one of the biggest toy brands in the world, but the brand has come under some heat for representing unrealistic expectations of body image, an issue that Schumer and her team hope to fully tackle. So in honor of these reports, we wanted to compare Amy Schumer to the real Barbie. Here we go. First, we have Amy and Barbie out and about in LA. The two are sporting some killer sunglasses and look super chic walking around the city. Next, we have red carpet Barbie showing her stuff at the Glamour Awards. And there's our girl Amy gracing the red carpet at the same show. Coincidence? I think not. And finally, Amy and Barbie even rock the same hairstyle, sporting a super cute side ponytail while out on the town. What do you guys think? Will we fully support Amy as our next real-life Barbie? Cannot wait to see the film when it hits theaters. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
Well, guys, Bellamy Young's Scandal character may not get along with everyone on the show, but off-screen, it is safe to say the actors are all the best of friends. Look at these guys. How could they not love each other? Scandal Season 6, returning Thursday, January 19th. Bellamy, who plays Melly, confessed that she cannot wait to get back to her work family. We all agree it has been way too long, but what are some things that we can expect from the new season? Well, according to Bellamy, who stopped by our studios, the outcome of our presidential election may have a huge impact on the show, making us all even more anxious for that Season 6 premiere. Take a look at this.
I am so curious. We shot 5 episodes. We wrapped in September. We'll go back in January. I miss my work family like I would miss air. I love them so much.
That's great.
We've all
always
been,
good to hear that about you guys.
I know.
It seems like you really mean it.
Oh, we really mean it. And it's felt like, you know, this year has gone so quickly, but it's also felt so long since I've gotten to like hug them all and really be with them. So we'll be like little kittens in a little bed, just like rolling all over each other and like licking a little bit when we get back. But I'm so interested to see, because Shonda, like the rest of us, was very invested in the election, and I'm so curious, because we never know what's going to happen. I'm so curious to see how it's impacted her and where the season will go.
Is there a prediction that there would possibly be a Trump-like character?
But she wrote Hollis Doyle.
I guess that is sort of already kind of there, right?
And I've never seen Shonda so miffed than when the Trump candidacy became a real thing, because, you know, she knows where this is all going.
Right.
And so she had Hollis Doyle in her head 3 years ago, like way before this was even a thing. We've also shot some things that seemed outlandish, and then real life would be even more so we couldn't even air it.
It'll be interesting to see, since that already exists, if it takes on some wild new turn as we move forward.
I'm so curious.
Ever wonder what it would be like for an actor to get that big call that they're joining the Star Wars universe? I mean, kind of a big deal. Well, when I sat down with Rogue One star Diego Luna, he talked to me all about that phone call he received from the director of Rogue One, Gareth Edwards. Watch this.
Gareth called me after 5 months of going through tests and long periods of silence also. I thought like, oh, this is over. I was shooting in Budapest, and I was asleep, and it was 2 a.m. in the morning, and my phone rang, and I saw the number, and it was a British number. And half of my family is British, so I went, this is a cousin, drunk cousin, or something. And,
those drunk cousins.
Yeah, that we all have in England, of course. So I went back to bed, and as soon as it stopped ringing, I went like, no, Gareth. I ran, and I heard the message, and it was Gareth from San Francisco. He was coming out of the big meeting, I guess, and he said, okay, welcome to Star Wars. That's how he said it also, that it's like, come on, you don't play with my heart like that, right? You go like, welcome to Star Wars. It's like someone was shooting the moment, and it's so romantic. So I started jumping and shouting and crying, and It was all happiness till he said, but you cannot tell anyone. And you go like, what? That's like, I mean, so it's not real. You know?
Yeah.
You go through a great experience, but it's not great till you can share it with your best friends, you know, or your family. But this time I couldn't share it with anyone, so it was a weird feeling. Another 4 months of silence, you know, of packing without anyone watching, telling my kids, oh no, this summer we're gonna do something very special. What is that? Something very special. And I'm like, when can I tell them we're gonna go to England to shoot this film, you know? And then I started doing the film, and then I couldn't tell anyone what the film was about. And until today, I still keep so many secrets. I so want the 16th of December to happen, to get release of this,
I was gonna say, man, I feel like you need a release December 16th and just finally talk about it.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be like the crazy guy outside of the cinema talking to everyone because I have such a need to share what happened to me.
Can't wait for that movie.
I know. It's going to be good. And he can't wait. He can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because he has so many secrets he has to hold.
It's a big moment for him, for sure.
Yes.
Can't wait to see more. All right, coming up tomorrow, we're kicking it with the Rockettes.
Woo!
Literally kicking it for their Radio City Music Hall Christmas Spectacular. Plus, American Idol alum Justin Guarini's back, taking a trip down memory lane. Some of his time spent on the hit singing show. Can't wait for that.
Thanks for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Bellamy Young. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hey there, I'm Bellamy Young from Scandal, and this is one last thing. The last time I laughed so hard I cried was just at Thanksgiving. My mother was making some mashed potatoes, and the hand mixer broke and flew everywhere, and it was, oh, a holiday memory. The last movie that gave me all the feels was Up. I was late to the party, but I finally watched Up, and it was all the laughter and all the tears and all the flying through the air with my dog. The last TV show I binge watched was Stranger Things, and if it doesn't come back soon, I think I might lose my whole mind.